Alright, hello my peasants, it's me Bob, and today I'm gonna make a guide for how I farm the heist, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people are just doing this wrong. And also, this is the way I do it. It might not be the best way, but I make a shit ton of currency doing it, so I'm just gonna show you how I do my heists, okay? So the first things first, I run zero contracts. I never run contracts. Okay. Personally, I think contracts are a waste of time because the time required to run a contract is exactly the same time, even slower than running a wing. Okay, maybe first. Okay, first, I farm my own blueprints. Okay, I do not go on TFT, but even if I went on TFT, I would just buy the cheapest blueprints. I think a lot of people are undervaluing blueprints, especially enhanced armaments being like the cheapest one when it's in fact the most valuable one. I'll talk about that further on. First of all, if you are mapping as well as heisting, farm your own blueprints. They're super easy to farm, okay? You get a bunch of them. You get a blueprint enemy map if you take the nodes for it. It's super good, okay? So let's get back to the thing. Okay, I run zero contracts. What I will do is I will just run blueprints. Obviously, I can't reveal anything because I have zero reveals. I will just take whatever I get, right? I'll put the rogues in and boom, I'm done. I'm ready to run it, right? So this saves you a lot of time and also saves you a lot of rogue markers. I usually just sell off any, when I accumulate too much rogue markers, I just sell them off for extra profit. I also sell off all my deception contracts for extra profit because I do not use them, right? I just run the blueprints as they are. Now, the thing about blueprints is, first of all, if you run it like this, you save a lot of time because you don't have to run the contracts. Contracts are much slower to run, right? Because on the blueprints, your rogue equipment, you have 3 rogues, they will all add in, right? So if we enter, we can see we have 43% increased job speed, right? This is because all 3 rogues equipment will add into that. So it's much faster to open everything on a blueprint than it will ever be on a contract. Because all the equipment from the rogues stacks up. As you can see, I have 44% chance to duplicate basic currency, right? Because all my rogues have duplicate basic currency on their brooch, right? So it adds from all 3 of them, right? Another thing is because I don't really reveal anything, it's much faster to get to the final reward, where most of the time you will get, the big RNG drops. So you're not wasting a lot of time to get to that big drop chance, right? Kinda got shitty chests on this one, but that's fine. Maybe we got a good synthesis base or some shit. Nah. Okay. So, as I said, I run zero contracts. I just go for the blueprints as they are. In my opinion, even if you're buying the blueprints, that is the way to go. Because you save a lot of time and you don't have to run contracts. And I find contracts so bad. To be honest, if I had to run contracts, I probably wouldn't even farm heist because they're just very boring. They take way too long and there's pretty much no loot whatsoever. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, trash. This doesn't look... Ah, no, it does look bad actually. Whatever. Now, another thing. This is specifically about brooches, right? So you see I'm running the duplicate basic currency, okay? And this is something that I saw wrong on many people. And I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody just made a really bad guide for heist and everybody's following that. But you do not want, you want to duplicate basic currency. You don't want to have duplicate basic div cards. Even if you're running blueprints with a lot of div chests, okay? You're just like revealing all the div chests and you're just running the div chests, okay? You're still better off with duplicate basic currency, because duplicate basic currency will duplicate all the stack decks from the what is it called, from the divination card chests, right? Which is a whole lot more value than once in a blue moon to duplicate a valuable divination card, right? You get 2 to 4 stack decks, right? Every single chest. So, you know, 45% more stack decks if you have like perfect brooches, right? So, you know, get duplicate basic currency, not div cards. Even if you're farming a lot of div card chests, duplicate currency is better. On your other stuff, job speed you get on your weapon thingy. On the cloak you get the reduced raising or alert level from opening chests, obviously. And on your middle thing you get +1 level to all jobs. That's about it, okay?
What do you need?
Okay, so the final thing is blueprint types. So in my opinion, unusual games obviously are one of the more valuable ones, because there is often you can often get a very valuable you know, alternate game. But a lot of people, and I can see that by the price, because sometimes when I check TFT, the enhanced armaments are the least valued one, but I have personally made a whole lot more currency with enhanced armament than I did with unusual games. So stop undervaluing blueprints. They are all pretty good, and enhanced armament is probably one of the better ones. It often has currency chests, and the end rewards on enhanced armaments, you just have to read the mods. The enhanced armaments, the items in the glass, right, are well rolled, and they're often specifically rolled. And if you actually just stop and read the mods, you can get some very good weapons to just pick up and sell. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have found. I mean, I haven't played much heist yet, but overall, I think I've made probably 3 times more from enhanced armaments in terms of divines than from unusual games. I'll show you when we get to the, what is it called, the rewards, right? So, okay, we got a tailoring orb, that's 1 divine, so that's obviously good. But obviously that's very rare. But what you want to check is the rolls on the weapons. They're often well rolled, and they will often like do a certain, how do you call, like they'll follow a certain pattern, right? Like, as you see, this weapon, which is fizz based, only has fizz rolls. It doesn't have some random elemental roll, right? This actually looks pretty decent. It's a tier 3, it's a free prefix, tier 2 flat. This is actually probably a divine orb. Okay, the attack speed is kind of trash. But yeah, just read the mods. A lot of these weapons are actually well rolled, right? This one is elemental, and it's kind of trashy. I think the chrome mold would win, but I think the tailoring orb, I mean, that's just pretty sweet. This one also, or it's a rune dagger. It would look good if it had +1, which also rolls quite often on the enhanced armaments. But it's a tier 1 flat lightning, crit tier 1, tier 2 cast speed. These are all generally well rolled, and you can often just find a weapon that's worth like a few divines just sitting in these jars. And if you read the mods, right, maybe fix up, maybe sometimes you need to annul something, maybe sometimes you just need to bench craft, you can get some insane weapons, right, to sell off. And you know, a lot of times this might just be like a 1 divine weapon that you can sell off. You know, it's not very often that we get a really well rolled that you can sell for like 4 or 5 divines, but it does happen. But it's not like, you know, it's not like every single. Most of the time it'll be crap, but also every now and then you'll get something you can sell off for 1 divine. And a lot of time this will be the caster weapons, mostly because the base will be random. So the fizz weapons are less likely to also get well rolled and also on a good base. But the caster weapons is usually where the value will be, right? In fact, I did get a good fizz axe just recently, which is, this is like a, even if I want to undersell it, it's a 4 divine axe. Right, and all I had to do is just break the jar on enhanced armaments, right? So don't undervalue the blueprints. The enhanced armaments are super good for like good RNG drops. You can also get the tempering orb, which would be far better. That one is, I think, like 4 to 5 divines instead of the tailoring orb. So yeah, just, you know, play out all the blueprints. I will play every single one of them, including trinkets, including you know, replicas. You know, the rare items on replicas are also well rolled. So all the rare items in the jars that you break are well rolled, and you can often, instead of just checking the unique items on the replicas, check the rares and check the mods, because you can often just straight up get something that's worth a divine orb and just put it on sale, right? Whew! Alright, I think that's just about covers everything. This is how I run my heist. I don't waste time with contracts. I just go into the blueprints, I get what I get. I also run all the fully revealed ones I drop, which will be, you know, it's 10% chance to drop a fully revealed, so every 10 blueprints will be a fully revealed. And that's all there is to it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and bye bye.